So in this video, I am going to demonstrate what it looks like to use the Irrigation Checkups app after having already visited a site and set up that client in the system. So this would be your second visit, just showing how easy it is to get this checkup completed because the system automatically saves the information about the site. And so after logging in, what you would do is on this Quick Actions homepage after login, you would just click on Start Checkup. We have an existing client. We're going to do My Home. So we're going to just check myself, click Home. We're going to do a repair checkup, and let's create a new checkup. And so, as I mentioned, since this client, myself, has already been set up, when we get to the checkup page, you'll see that the backflow is already defined as an asset, Wilkins Zern 1.5" RP, and then the controller, Hunter Pro HC with 17 zones, flow sensor ET weather, and here at my home I've got 17 zones. The zones have already been labeled, the type of landscape that's being watered, and the type of irrigation equipment, or what I use a lot of MP rotators, a lot of drip. And so from here you can just go ahead and start jumping in and performing the checkup. Now, if you have multiple crews that maybe the same crew's not doing the checkup every month, relatively new feature at the top is to show a map of the property. So this will pull up a Google map. So here's my neighborhood. You can click or touch one of the markers. So C1, controller 1, is at the front corner of the garage. The other marker, backflow 1, you can see is on the other side of the house. And so, if you have a larger residential property or, large commercial property where, the different assets aren't necessarily known to the crew, this is a good way so they're not wasting time searching for things. Over time, I'll start adding the ability to add other type of markers on properties. And so, let's just jump in doing this checkup. Today is February 22nd. I can leave a quick note, first checkup of 2024. We can add a system-wide note. So, let's say removed freeze bag from the backflow. You may go over and just double check that the backflow is not leaking. If your standard practice is to record the static pressure of the system, my neighborhood, there's still new homes being built, so my static pressure is actually slowly dropping as they add in new homes using the water supply. I could check whether something needs to be replaced if I've got a slow leak now from the seals on the backflow, but everything there looks good. I'm standing in front of the controller, and so one of the things I might do, just double check the wiring, make sure there's nothing bad going on in there, ants or anything like that we seem to get. And this is a Pro HC, a smart controller. I'm using flow and a weather station hooked up to it, so my programs are always changing. On a standard conventional controller, you could go in there and see what the set programming is. On this one, I'm holding my tablet to do the checkup on it, but I could toggle over to the HydroWise app. I've got it sitting on my phone right now and looking. Currently the system's off actually until mid-March when I need to start watering, but let's just add in what the current settings are. So I've got a program in here for the turf, which I have a single watering day. The seasonal adjust for March is going to be 40%, and the start time is 12:45. And here I'll add in the run times for these zones, and so my turf zones looks like they're going to be 45 minutes for these MP rotators. So I'm just going to add in, all these zones are full sun. All right, and so I have 8 turf zones that'll run on Saturdays. Let's save that program. And then I also have another program here for my raised veggie beds. And so those are actually going off every day. So this is program B existing. Those are going off every day except for Saturdays at 3 a.m. These are sprays. So that is going to be zone. What zone is that? Just look at the controller here. Raised beds are zone 15. And the app says they're going off for 3 minutes in March. So let's save that program. And then I also have some other zones that are just native landscaping, kind of low demand. So I'm not going to add those right now, but you do see that you can quickly see my turf is going to start off with basically 4 hours of running on Saturday. And then my veggie bed runs for about 18 minutes a week. It's still early in the season here. We're getting occasional rain. But now we could actually go in and start, toggling, doing, checkup of the system. And so I'll just go ahead and start. I'll start my front zones here, and I'm just going to use the app and say go for 2 minutes. So just started the system, just so you guys can kind of see how this would happen. So this first zone, which is zone 5, is my front turf near, and this is literally the first time it's being turned on this year. So let's see if I can show some of what's going on here. So let's say I wanted to take a photo in this zone. So we would just go click Add Photos, click the button there, click Camera, and so let's come down here. Let's say there was something wrong with this nozzle. We're going to click Capture, click OK. It gets added. Say let's upload this image. Now it's going to take a few seconds to upload this image. What it's doing on the server is resizing the image so it's more appropriate for a report. We don't want a huge image that'll make your reports, your PDF sizes too big. But just takes less than a minute to upload. Once it's done showing the little whirly, it'll bring you back to the checkup page. So we can see on the top it's loading the checkup page. Scroll down. So see that picture in zone 5 was added. Let's just say that we want to add some repairs. So let's say a couple of these empty rotator nozzles need to get replaced. So click on edit, and let's just say replace rotator nozzle. Let's say 2 of those need to be replaced. Let's just say not spinning. You can add an item to the quote. So click that, and let's just add MP rotator nozzle. Click continue. Say 2 of those. Click update. And so now the next zone has started and running. But you can see we've got that repair already notated on the bottom, quote line items. So now we're on to zone 6. So taking a look at what's going on here. Looks like my video got stuck there real quick. Alright. Didn't like when I tried to take pictures while doing the picture-in-picture on the video here. But you get the picture here that you're just gonna do your typical walking the zones, notating any issues. So zone 6 front sidewalk turf, looks like everything here's looking pretty good. So the next zone 7 will pop up, and we just go through all of these. Now once you get done walking the system, you'll have your pictures, your recommended repairs. If you have the client there on site with you, you can click on the View Quote button, which will bring up kind of this quote viewer. So here's the 2 nozzles, controller 1, zone 5, MP 3000 nozzle. You can see that $24. The client can sign off on this if they want. You can save the signature, and then you can create the quote PDF. So this will actually create a PDF version with the signature, and that'll bring up the viewer for that. So here we go. You can click the download button. It'll download it to your system. There you go. You could email this off, whatever you need to do, or just save it for later. You'll be able to view it later. And let's go back to the checkup. So the other thing you can do is view parts. And so if you've got a system that has a lot of issues or some unique things that need to be ordered that you're not carrying on the truck, you can create this parts list kind of call out sheet, adds additional notes, and generate a PDF of this and email it to your supply house sales rep, so they can start pulling these parts for you. So that's another nice little feature. And then if you're satisfied with everything that's been done in this checkup, you can just click finalize and create PDF, and it'll create the final report. And so that will also pull in any signature that you received on the quote. So it's all included. And so here we go. Kind of system overview. It's got the date performed. There's information on all the zones. Shows in zone number 5 we had the 2 rotary nozzles. There's kind of the issue notes. There's the picture, and then there's the final quote. So really the setup time is negligible on your second visit, And it's just a matter of going, running the system, finding any issues, notating them, and very quickly you've got a report you can send your customer, and makes things a lot easier. So hopefully this video was helpful in showing the capabilities of the app, especially after already setting up a client at the beginning of the season or previous seasons. Appreciate it.